Well. It's that time again. Gosh. A week comes and goes, and they come so goddamn fast. And they go away just that fast, too. So, I got a little update. So the tire issue on the right side of that Impala that I was telling you about was because of this little thing right here. That was causing the air leak in the tire. It's hard to believe that something so tiny can ruin your day, even when traveling on the highways. Of course, there's a lot more risks with traveling on the highways. So, yeah, it's been 7 days since that's gotten back from the shop. I don't have tire equipment, otherwise I could have done that myself. But it's been 7 days, and let me show you. So it was the front tire right here. It's been 7 days, and it's still holding air. So I'm glad to hear that. I took it in to the local shop here, thinking it was going to have a new bead put on the rim, and it turns out it was just this little nail. This little tiny little thing can ruin your day. So yeah, they gave it to me as a little souvenir, I guess. But it'd be great to show you guys on exactly how small of a nail is small enough to have air escape out of the tire. So, well, enough about that. I've been mulling around, thinking about it, mulling it around some more, thinking about it again, and trying to decide exactly how I'm going to attack the exhaust manifolds. And I can have different areas of approach on this. I can remove the flanges on this end and this end, and then this main flange on this exhaust manifold, and then I can take the heads off. Or I can remove each exhaust manifold, the front and the back, by themselves, plus remove the flanges at each end, which, by the way, is more to take off, but I think it would probably be more about preference. So what I would probably try to do, because today's the day to tell me about today's the day to remove your exhaust manifolds. One of the issues that I would have would be this back side. I could feel around for the bolts and everything, but the underside, that's kind of loose. The underside, I would have to get somehow underneath the vehicle and reach up through that way. Let me show you this big old hole I got here right now. I have to reach up into there to get to the bolts underneath. So I could do it like that. Or start to crack these loose, which I'm gonna have to see how easy it'll go. Get my short extension on and a swivel socket. Let's start trying some of these. Here's the front one. What you want to do with these is you want to start in the middle and work your way out. So that's about the middle. No. That was a 13 that I tried. Let me try the 11. The 11 seems to no. Let me try the 10. I was still kind of loose. So that's a 12. Let me get my 10, which is right here. Let's see how that works. Yep. 10 millimeter. I may not need the extension, but we're gonna try. Yeah, let's just go with your swivel socket. You won't have enough room for an extension. So we're gonna start about the middle. We're just gonna break them loose. Hopefully they don't break on us. There we go. Okay. So that's loose. You're going to come around and find another one. I think these 10 millimeters are for the shield. So we can move the shield to get at the actual bolts. Put around for this one. There's 3 in the front on the shield. Now these bolts I will keep with the shield. We don't have a whole lot of bolts and screws laying up on the cowl. $10 millimeter. There you go. It's just a small little bolt, 10 millimeter bolt. Put this one down.
how you may find it easy to remove your exhaust manifolds prior to the heads, because once you take off, if you decide to keep your manifolds on the heads and you take the heads off and choosing to take the manifolds off later, you're gonna probably have a harder time, I would guess, of removing the manifolds. So maybe most mechanics and DIY people out there would do that route. There's the other one. They're a tad bit dry and a little bit rusty. Not bad. Be careful when you're ratcheting, you don't hit a wire like I've got down here. Some kind of sensor. Once you take the shield off, you can see where the actual bolts are for the manifolds. Yep, that's what I was afraid of, that one. Just broke one off. Yep, broke the head of that one off. And there's the shield. Looks like an old stud. So I'm gonna put all these on here. Put these over here. Oh, damn. All right. Let's see. Now, before you go taking off the actual bolts to the manifold, you want to take the bolts off of the flange here. And I'm willing to bet that those are 14. No, might need a deep well. A deep well, let's call it a half inch. Yeah, deep well, ½ inch. For these, you want to take this flange off. Tighten down. Now, before I went and broke that off, of course, you'll want to actually probably maybe spray them down. I got some of this PB blaster. Okay, there's some of that on there, and I'll let these back ones soak too. This PB blaster, not a sponsor. Okay, soak them down, and then you remove them. You don't want to just take one all the way off. You want to remove them in tandem so that comes off straight, because when you put them back on, you put them back on the same way in tandem. It needs to go on perfectly straight. So just like how you put it on, that's how you take it off. Because you know it's exhaust, you don't want any leaks in your exhaust. Might need the short one, short extension, and the 1/2 inch depot on these other ones. And get a good bite on it. Pretty tight. A little bit at a time so you don't hopefully break another one. Just a little bit at a time. Maybe rock it back and forth. Right. Get that rust loose a little bit. What should I do with the first one? No, I had to muscle it, huh? Just like that one. God dang. I'm gonna try a spool socket on that last one. No, because it's got a... Let's see. I'm gonna take off my suspension. Still keeping the 1/2 inch. Keeping it in. to the back somehow. Dang it. Can't get a straight shot on that one. Wish I had a swivel head ratchet. Dang. Oh. Stimmy, not that high. You can get at it with a 12. 12 I think is equivalent to a half. Still might be able to, yeah, we're gonna get I need the short extension on, plus the swivel. We don't have this one. Maybe try a 13. So 13 would most likely represent a half. Yep. 13 mil. So we're going to break 2. I just know there's no way to nope. I think those first 2 I was going in the wrong direction. That's why I broke it. I'd imagine a left-handed thread, like a dummy. Oh well. Point thing is, we're learning together. So I'll know what to do on the back side and on the main exhaust line flange. So not yet. And you drop your nut somewhere. Drop your nut all the way down. It's all right there. Probably on there. Yeah, it's on the transmission. The good news is that's clear. Now, since we don't need to be in a tight space on this back one, switch back to our 1/2 inch. Ooh boy. Alright, a little bit at a time. Back them out a little bit at a time and you'll be good. That one will need to swivel. I might as well just keep the swivel socket on. It's 13 mil. And maybe go without this. Sometimes you gotta switch from extension to deep well to swivel. Jeez. Your hands start to get sweaty and oily. So if you don't have a 1/2 inch deep well, get yourself 13 mil. That's all you got. Swivel. I don't know how easy it would be for you without a deep well, because some of these studs are sticking up higher than a regular socket will fit. So dang, it's gone. You'll remove that shield if there is one. I don't see it. Bottom, yeah, there's a bottom shield. You remove the back shield same way you did the front, you know, 10mm bolts. So yeah, yeah, dang. Need like socket wrench that comes out and angles. I can turn it. See, I might have, I could probably stick one of these long equal sockets and have some leverage just for a bigger handle. So jeez. Yeah. Is it as strenuous as it is for me? Most likely. Come on, get on there. Yeah, maybe I'm tight. Yeah, it kind of seems like I'm tightening again. And yeah, there we go. Jesus. Left-handed thread. Hello. Dang. Well, maybe with my expertise you'll learn what not to do. So and who knows, maybe I put it down far enough to move it past the rust, far enough to get the nut going. So yeah. I could just very well put some new headers on. So, and that kit comes with new bolts. You know, I've also been smelling exhaust when it first starts up, so that's an indication of an exhaust leak somewhere. Maybe you got a hole or your gasket has failed. So even if you don't have that situation, you just put new gaskets on. Whatever you take off this engine, you gotta replace it with a new gasket, regardless of its condition. You do not want to reuse old gaskets. So jeez, these little burgers. Ooh. Dang. Let's stick that over here. Turn my hand somewhat. And when you got them loose enough, like I do, you can pretty much concentrate on whatever bolt or nut you wish, because the tension and the pressure is off of both, you know, whatever flange you're working on. You'll have the pressure taken off of that flange to whatever manifold. Yeah, it is more parts to take off and more things to keep track of, but you might just save yourself a headache if you just try to take off the heads with the manifold still on. Then you just wiggle it out of here. If it'll let me. Oh, that's got a pretty long. Yeah, it should. Yeah, these back ones have a pretty long stud. These front ones are broken off. Except for that one. Oh, you mother. Okay. Push it towards the back. This has a flexible piece in the middle. You push it towards the back, you should be able to lift it up off of it. Maybe. Take a. I got a pry bar. Use the pry bar, get down in here, try to pry it off. It'll let you. Come on. No? How much stuff sticking? No? That's about all. Come on. Oh, you take them off of there. Hang on. Jeez. Kind of hoping to get some of this done. Before it got too hot. It was a nice 60 degrees in the house at 7 a.m. The weather's getting cooler. Now just because you're using the pry tool doesn't mean you'll mess something up, which you will. So stay patient. And things will work out. So you can get it in somewhat to slide your flange forward. There, just like that. You can slide it up off of this back piece. Now it comes. That's what connects your front and rear manifold right here. This flex pipe right in the middle, that makes all the world of difference. If they didn't do that, you probably would never get this off unless if you take the studs out. So I didn't. Yeah, it smells like this. I didn't take the studs out, I did the nuts, so. Now, that almost seemed like it was the hardest part. But, I don't think it was. Just one more thing out of the way. I can probably find a map that dropped somewhere. Might need a flashlight. You can see all your connections to the transmission. And party. Right down there, the yeah, I see the bill. Transmission bill gets the I see a washer. That's out of it. Could drop down on the floor. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, those are pretty rusty. I'm gonna pick these like that. Holy mother. Yeah, it's, I don't know. I don't have AC in the shop, so 75 in the garage. It kind of seemed like it was going to take some doing. We got her. So, once you detach this back one, it's going to stay right with the main line going to the catalytic converter. So you can pretty much take a bungee or something and kind of wrap it around and hook it to a bolt or something to get up out of your way. So let's get our 10mm. I don't know, it kind of seems like all the freaking bolts but one have survived. Because yeah, that's pretty much, I'm probably due for another, yeah, it was just, yeah, it was just rusted. I just took it off. Dang. Might need some new shields. Who knows? 10mm are still in there though, so we can get at, let's see, yeah, that's what I was thinking. These, when I took the spark plug wires off, these last two stuck on the spark plug, these things. So I'm gonna have to save these and I can salvage them. I can carefully take them off. Oh. There we go. That one. Take this with you. Device. I know two of these ain't gonna have a connection in them. So let's see what we got. Yeah, once you take the push rods out, this gasket come off. but I think we're going to leave push rods and rocker arms and springs in. So about that test, just take a hammer and bang on them. If they stay, they're good. If they got some play in them, then you know. See, just a rubber mallet. Yeah, popping sound, that's the valve opening and closing fast. So you know your valve settings pretty good. Okay, let's douche down some of our bolts. We may get a little bit of some coolant out of these. Where I put it? Right there. Okay. Some PB Blaster. Again, get these soaking. I know these are probably going to break. And you'll start with the middle, work your way out. These are 1/2 inch also. Okay, just break them loose. Move to the back. Out of the way. Come on. Yeah. Get it on there first. Come on. Turn it. Yep, not on there. Maybe. Yeah. Go to the front one. Okay. That one broke loose just fine. Okay. We may need to get a tighter one, or just use a 13 on this back one, so we can grab it. Seemed like the 1/2 inch was slipping off. There we go. Good thing we're not in New York or something. Be dealing with all that rust. And then we feel around the bottom. For the one down here. There's one. That one's missing. That was probably the one that was up in that freaking thing. So you might want to put a core extension. Plus your swivel. The swivels grab on. And just get it up on. Yeah, you're not going to have a straight shot if you use a swivel. But what do you want to do? You want to freaking take it off or piss with it for a couple of hours? This one's the middle one. And the other one's over here. Okay, put that on there. Crap it loose. And you'll probably start to see your coolant, some of the coolant. That one broke. Yeah, you're gonna see, starting to see more coolant. So I better get my pan ready. Right here. So now that one broke. Seems like they always do. Right? Okay. This one's probably a little bit at a time. You don't want to get the surface warped. Of course, when we got everything off, we can check on all our surfaces. Make sure that they were. Let's see, where'd you go? Right, nope, that ain't it, right down there. Oh, come on, jeez. Oh, jeez. Some of these will be a tight fit. Is that? No, good. Ooh. There we go. Now she's no. No, she's not. Well, get on that stupid thing. Go on. No. Well, Judas Priest. Alright, let's try hooking up our half. Try to get at it that way. Now we broke it loose. Alright. Come on over. I just, oh yeah. Okay. Now you put your thumb there. Line it up with that. Yeah. Just right here. Come on. Drop again. That one dropped. All right. Yeah. Starting to get. Okay, this one's dry. This one You see it come out dry, it's not in a cooling jacket. That's a good thing. Switch over here. Which I wouldn't think would be the case with some of these. I'm pulling out studs with it, so they're all the same length. And the ones on the bottom, I think already done fell out. Let me get a 1/2 inch onto this one. Now if that one comes, man, I myself am leaking like a sieve. Dang. Yeah. Oh, son. So at this point, my spark plugs are still in. There seems to be one more bolt in there, which is the middle one on the bottom. On the bottom, that's what my grandpa would say. These ones, you don't want to cross thread when you go to put them back in. So it behooves you to chase these threads, clean them up nice, and put the, if you got new ones, put the new ones in first, and then go and install your gasket and your manifold, because by then you'll know that your bolts are gonna fit. You don't want to have all this ready and you put it on, you slap it on and you get your gasket set and everything, and then all of a sudden now you can't get your bolt in. So that will ensure that you're not going to have any extra work. My toes keep falling. There's the other one. Okay, I'll have to get my magnet maybe. Yeah, a couple sockets fell down in the hole. That's alright. Well, then get this off. We'll be okay. I'm gonna stick one of these in up over here. Kind of hold it. Hold it up for me. I'll get that. Maybe even two. Maybe even these top two. And that way it's gonna hold it up for me while I take this bottom one. Here. Okay. And squeeze this out. Now, since I put those in, I got something for it to hang on. And I can go ahead and just take these ones out. Back them back up. That one. Hold it right here. Take this one. And voila. Got the exhaust manifold. This is what the gasket looks like. Looks like it's done pretty well. So, yeah. The PV blaster did pretty well. And wasn't extremely rusty. But now, as you can see, you have access to whole things that you can see. The starter, the oil pump, the AC condenser. You can see a lot more of the transmission. Or not doing work on the transmission. So you'll do the same concept on the back as you would on the front. So next time we're going to have the head removal. The moment everybody is probably waiting for is the removal of the heads. That could be a little tricky for some, but if you stick with it and you know what you're doing, you'll be able to accomplish that task. So that's all I have for you today. Next time I see you, we'll be taking these heads off. So I'll see you guys later.